Hello and welcome back to the Geronimo and Gonzalez show. Your host today is Geronimo, that's moi. And yes, I wanted to get a real quick video up and talk about Battlefield 5 being delayed, god damn it! So, yes, very interesting. I don't feel like this is a bad thing, but anyway, I want to kind of discuss this, not into too much detail. I just wanted to get the news into your hands as quick as possible. So now the release date is going to be November 20th instead of October 19th. So it's a 1 month delay that EA and DICE have come up with, and for me that kind of poses good and bad things. I mean, obviously, firstly, just having another month to work on the game and polish it up, etc., and maybe even kind of focus on a bit more of the marketing again, isn't a bad thing. I think it's quite clear to everyone that it still feels rough around the edges. For me, since day one, I did feel like I can see that this is going to be a great game, but it just isn't at that space yet. So I do wonder if they were ever really ready in time. So I think another month to sort out a lot of issues is going to relieve a lot of stress from them. You've got to remember there are hundreds of people working on this game, and they have a lot of work to do, and the pressure will really be on now. Having a large majority of my friends working in the video game industry, I know the pressure that they are under to get stuff out on time, and how hard that can be. So yeah, I think the positive things we're going to go through the positive stuff and the negative stuff, and then see a kind of an overall idea. But firstly, they can get rid of a lot of the very obvious bugs that the game has, which they'll no doubt be doing after launch anyway. But really, for me, it's stuff like the missing features that we were promised that we aren't even seeing kind of early implementations of, just made it feel like an unfinished game, which I think, it'll always be work in progress, but I think that they've got to put the stuff in they promised, in these trailers, like the dragging of the bodies and vehicle customization. And I think, well, at least having a month extra, they're going to be able to put this stuff into the game. The beta hasn't changed, so if you're still looking to play this beta on the 4th/6th, then you'll still be able to do that. But we've just got a month extra to wait for the actual game. DICE don't want to make the same mistakes as they did with BF4, with all the server crashes and the bad netcode and stuff. So I think that learning from that, it's not the worst thing in the world once more. I think it seems like a wise decision. The delay might just mean a much smoother launch, less competition with other franchises like Call of Duty, etc. And again, in my last couple of videos, I was talking about, as an overall kind of strategy for the game, taking premium out and looking at kind of all this post-launch content, the more sales they have up front, the better it is for us overall. So fingers crossed they can kind of redirect the community and be honest about where the problems were, and say we need this month to get it to the place we want it to and where you want it to, and hopefully that will mean a few more sales. I mean, after this Rotterdam gameplay coming out, I was literally about to pre-order the game when I saw that EA had delayed it. So they'd kind of got me into the right situation. In my mind, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to pre-order this. I know it will be good eventually. And no doubt now I'll be looking closely to see what they do over the next month and how they handle all this information to their audience. But it could only be a good thing for us if they get better sales, better pre-order sales. Now the negatives is, obviously, it seems like DICE and EA have no confidence in the game. That's just the way it's going to look. But we have to try and look past that. And as a video game enthusiast, or a gamer, you may prefer this word, it immediately screams that the game is not stable enough for this kind of. It's just not stable, basically, and it's just not ready. And that is the first thing all gamers are going to think of, Yeah, for sure, it just feels like it's not ready to play. I mean, if they'd just pushed more real gameplay rather than these stylized trailers, etc., then I think we'd be in a different place. But I think either way, the gameplay just clearly has so many more bugs, and these features that they said they'd implement, that just hasn't been implemented. They left out all these awesome features, and the details, you know, like dragging soldiers, vehicle towing, gunplay, visual only suppression, the way the soldiers move in response to their surroundings. Like, this is something I was really excited to see. It just hasn't, you know, it's just not there. So we're all looking instead at stuff that we can pull apart because all these new features aren't in there, you know. So I think they need this extra month for this, and I really hope they manage to showcase these features in time. You know, we can't have all this post-launch stuff. Like vehicle customization was going to be post-launch. I mean, that's madness considering all this stuff. It just seems, just give it the time it needs to be played. They've obviously put themselves under the pressure to get it to E3, and then obviously Gamescom as well, and it just needs more time. So for a certain sector of the community, it's just going to kind of consolidate all these mistakes they've made and the direction of the whole game. So I hope not too many people get put off by this, but kind of look to the potential in what you know, in what it would mean in the delay. You know, they need to make this delay super transparent and clear as to why they've done this, and people will just feel happier than if they just don't explain it, which has been half the problem as is. You know, leaving it down to third-party content creators to explain what all these new features are and stuff. It was very confusing. So if they have that same approach now to this delay, they're going to be in real trouble. What they really need to do is just kind of come clean and be like, we weren't ready, we've got so much new stuff in this game we're really excited about, we know it's going to be amazing, but you know, we need this extra time. And I think the community would, a certain part of the community would rally behind them and give them that chance to turn this into a good game. At the end of the day, you know, we just want gameplay. That's really what we're interested in. So the whole, you know, again, I don't want to bang on about the marketing because it's getting boring, to be honest, but like, it was led kind of, what's the term, arse over face or arse over just upside down, the wrong way around. You know, we really should have been more focused on the gameplay, and they just clearly weren't ready with, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, I prefer the game to be better, so I'm happy that they're delaying it and that they're focusing on these things. But yeah, I would be super interested to see what you guys think. Leave some comments in the you know, leave questions in the comment section below, and let's see if we can have a discussion on kind of, you know, whether we think it's a good thing or a bad thing. My initial take is that it feels like they needed to do this, and if they didn't do it, I think I would have been more worried. So let's see how it turns out. Anyway guys, that's it from me. I just wanted to give you a little update. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, leave a thumbs down. And yeah, hit that little bell button next to the subscribe button if you want to keep getting notifications for when I'm uploading my videos and stuff. And thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye!
Voice? English Guardian, what?
Maximum thrust confirmed.